everyone to the live stream. It's good to be here today. It's good to have a live stream on a beautiful day like this. So we are happy today, another day and another beautiful day. So it's Friday, another beautiful Friday, and we are happy with, having to come to the end of the week and having time to, if you are off work, it's a good time to relax, enjoy, and spend time with family, friends, So we are happy to be on the end of the week. Oh, hello. It's only hope is in prayer. Hello. How are you? And we have a beautiful message just to kick, just to kick off the live stream. It's she says, hit that like button, share and connect. That's Dolly the Phoenix. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. Wow, beautiful message. Thank you, Dolly. Thank you so much for the shout out. The most beautiful shout out you can ever get. Thank you so much. We also have the bat files. The bat files are saying, hello, peoples. Hello. Hello, the bat files. How have you been? I hope you've been good. Everything has been good with you. So the bat files are greeting us in the live stream. So it's a beautiful day again, another beautiful day. We cannot complain at the moment. Everything seems to be, to be okay at the moment. So we are happy to have another live stream. So feel free to join the live stream and just have a lovely time together. We can talk about anything, we can talk about anything. So we are happy to be here. I just usually like to start, talking about the weather. That's what I always love to talk about. I don't know why. I'm really obsessed with the weather, because probably the weather does affect me. I don't know. When it's cold, I feel like a bit miserable. When it's warm, I feel a bit energetic. When it's hot, oh my God, I feel so good, So that's the weather. It just like affects my mood and my, the way I feel, So weather is really a beautiful thing. And I always say sometimes we need not complain about the weather. When it's mild, we need not complain. So we have another guest in the house. That's K at KOAL dash R9V. Oh, lovely. Welcome to the this lovely live stream. It's a lovely live stream because we are having the live stream on a Friday. Wow, that's beautiful. And KOALRV9V is saying, Happy Black History Month. Oh, is it? Oh, I always forget, I don't know why. I should keep up with these events, Oh, thank you for wishing everybody Happy Black History Month. That's lovely. So, yeah, it's good to keep up with what is happening out there, because sometimes like some of us, we get to just to know what is in the house, only to know about your family and not knowing what's happening out there. So we have KOAL is saying for Britain it is, I think. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I think after the live stream I need to watch the news. I'm really not good at watching anything like the news, So I need to maybe keep up with the news and see what's going on. But otherwise, it's a lovely day. We cannot complain. In my city today, when I woke up, it was just gloomy, and there was no rain, there was no sunshine, there was no wind. The wind was just slightly blowing, so it was just that day when the sky is filled with clouds, and the temperatures are just ranging at 13, 12, and no rain. And what else? The wind was just a slight wind blowing, So otherwise, we are not complaining as such. We are just saying that's how it was. That's how it was. It sounds like a horror movie. Yeah, the weather was like a, because it was just dull, and the wind was just rustling a little. You would see, the few hanging leaves like moving about, and you'd hear a little bit of the rustling of the leaves, showing that the wind was, it was just like static, not much to write home about with the weather. But otherwise, we are happy, I find pleasure in describing the weather. I don't know why. I just love the weather, because sometimes when I wake up, when I open the curtain, I say, oh my God, look at it now. It is it is started raining. Then the other said there, I said, oh, look at it now. There's not even, you can't see the blue sky. Where is the blue sky? you know it's so funny how I just love to that's the first thing I do. I notice, I find out, first thing, find out, look at the sky and see what is going on, so that's really interesting. Maybe it keeps us like, it keeps us alert and so on. And KOAL is saying, me too. Oh, he's also a weather fanatic. Yeah, me, I'm a weather fanatic. Even sometimes, there's the last week, it was so beautiful. What was happening is this. When I went to bed like late, around maybe 11 or towards midnight, when I opened the window in that week, I mean last week, I would see the moon shining. It was really a surprise. But when I wake up like early in the morning, I wouldn't see the moon at all. Even around before midnight, you wouldn't see the moon. You would only see the moon around like 12 o'clock midnight or 1 a.m. That's when the moon was shining. So I found it really strange. I had forgotten that the moon does that. The moon is another another planet, which is really like, I don't know how it behaves. It's really like strange to me. Yeah. At one time you see it, then at another time you don't see it at all. It's gone. You don't see it at all. So it's really amazing what the weather does. It's really amazing. So in my city today, the temperature was just hanging around 13, and I noticed that on the forecast it is going to hang. Saturday will be around 13 again, and Sunday it will be a bit warmer. It will be like 14, and then Monday it goes down again to about 13. So that's the weather. It's just more or less like the same. Oh, we have a new guest in the house. That's Grant Greenway. Wow, what a lovely name. Grant Greenway. Hello, Grant Greenway. How are you doing on a Friday like this, the 17th of October? How are you doing, Grant Greenway? Greenaway. Grant Greenaway. Oh, Grant Greenaway. Grant Greenaway. How are you doing, Grant, on a Friday? evening like this one. How are you doing? I hope everyone is doing fine, you know. And oh, we have something here. I'm looking forward to this week. I don't know. So we are happy to be the participants of the live stream. So I do welcome every guest warmly, a warm welcome to everybody, and I'm just wishing you to have a beautiful weekend ahead of everybody. And as for me, I don't really know what I'll be doing weekend. Sometimes it's just like I fail to plan, but some people do plan. Oh, Saturday they'll be doing such and such a thing. Sunday they'll be doing such and such a thing. Sometimes I just like do random things. Like maybe tomorrow I might say, oh, let's go shopping. We are running short of some stuff in the house. So usually Saturday is the day I usually maybe go shopping to buy a few things. And Grant Greenaway is saying, I'm good, Mary. Just sit here with my dog, Bear, enjoying my evening. Oh, you have a dog. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, is your dog like a big dog or a little one? The dog is called Bear. Oh, lovely name for the dog as well. Is it a big dog or a little dog? Me, I'm not really, I don't really know much about dogs. I don't know. I mean, their species and their types, you know. I only know about which one is the one I really know. I'm forgetting this name. So, he says, a small dog is a Dutch Hand. Oh, Dutch Hand. Oh, I haven't heard that name. I think my next, like, I'm going to explore to find out the dog types, because I'm really like not familiar with dog types. I just hear people talking about their dog. Oh, it's this one, but sometimes I can't figure out which one they are talking about. That's why I always ask, is it a big dog or a small dog? Because some of them are really massive and some of them are those little ones. And Greenaway is saying a sausage dog. Oh, so that means it's small. A sausage dog. Oh, sausage dog. Oh, that's another description I don't know. So I think the best thing is, we need to know these things. I just like I love knowledge. I love information of anything which comes across me. So when I hear like these new things like a sausage dog, I just need to find out what is a sausage dog. What is a sausage dog? So I will just find out about sausage dog. Sausage dog. And you said it's a Dutch's hand. Dutch's hand. Dutch's hand. Wow, I've never had that species. I don't know. And Grant Greenaway says, "What is your favorite food, Mary?" Oh, my favorite food. Mine. If you have my favorite food, I don't know whether you'll find it like. Okay, let me tell you. My favorite food is, I like chicken, like spiced chicken, not plain chicken, and I would have the spiced chicken, which is like roasted chicken. I don't really like stew for chicken. what else? What do we call it? Stew or like savory chicken? Not really. I like roasted chicken with nowadays I prefer to have roasted chicken with a little bit of pumpkin or a little bit of sweet potato and just a little bit of salad. For the salad, I don't mind, what kind of salad, as long as it's salad. Like leafy greens, that is the salad leaves with a bit of cucumber and maybe a little bit of tomato, and then I'll just sprinkle a bit of salt on it and a bit of lemon juice. So that's my favorite meal. Yeah. What about you, Grant? What's your favorite food? What's your favorite food? Oh, you said I love the same food. Oh, you love chicken as well. Do you like the stewed chicken or the roast one? Oh, are you Caribbean? Ah, all right, I get it. All right. So you love Caribbean food. Oh, are you Caribbean, Grant? Oh, hello. We have a new guest in the house. That's Brother Dougie. Hello, Brother Dougie. Oh, nice to see you in my live stream. Why have you been hiding, Brother Dougie? Grant Greenaway said, my grandfather was West Indian. Oh, West Indian. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, that's lovely. So, I'm watching you from. Oh, Nyabu. I'm just laughing. I always watch people from your village, Brother Dagi. And also, I sometimes watch your channel. Sometimes, what's happening there in the village? What are you up to in the village? What are you doing in the village, Brother Dagi? Are you working there now in the village? I'm watching it. Oh, from Nabohanze village. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Tell your friends to, to subscribe to the channel. So today we are having a lovely time, a wonderful time. We are going to have you are going to have, interesting discussions here and there. Grant was just asking me about my favorite food, and I said I like chicken, which is spiced, and I like a little bit of maybe pumpkin, and I like a little bit maybe of sweet potato. And for the salad, I mean for this sort of the side dish, they call it side dish, I like to have some salad. Yeah, that's the best ever meal. However, there's always something else. However, sometimes I like to have like beef, sometimes you don't need, sometimes it's just like human nature. You don't want to eat like the same thing all the time. So I have another second favorite. My second favorite is beef. I like that beef which is like roasted and with a little bit of spice and a little bit of what else? And then you can accompany the beef with either potatoes or pumpkin, and then you have your side dish, which is the delicious salad. So, guys, those in the chat, can you tell me your favorite dish as well? Oh, hello, China Z Twists. Hello, China Z. How have you been today? On a Friday evening like this, how are you, China Z? So China Z Twist is saying, hey sis, and say she's on. Oh, that's beautiful. So can you guys in the live stream just tell us about your favorite food, so that maybe it might I might get attracted and jump onto that ship of favorite food, you know. So what are your favorite foods, to the people in the live stream? What are your favorite foods? Chanazi, if you can tell us. Brother Dagi, what's your favorite food? Grant said his favorite food is just like mine. Grant likes um, roast chicken, and he likes maybe potato and pumpkin and salad. How about you, Brother Dagi, Chanazi? Who else is here? Brother Dagi, Chanazi, and KAL. What's your favorite food? If you don't mind telling us. And the bad files and Dolly. Today people just love to, you know, to talk about favorite food, which is fine, which is really good. It's great. Anyone with a favorite food? Anyone? So when it comes to favorites, you know, let's just explore this favorite thing, you know, further. I'm just going to like talk about other items where people, you know, have favorites. Like people have favorite pets. If I had the chance of owning a pet, what would be my favorite pet? You know, some people keep cats, some people keep dogs, some people keep parrots, and some people keep, what else do they keep? And other like wild animals, you know, as pets. But as for me, my favorite pet would be a dog. That would be my favorite pet, because I really like when I see other people's dogs, I really like them, you know. So as for pets, my favorite would be a dog. And if I had a dog, I would like to have not a small one. I like to have a not a very big one, but an average sized dog, you know. I would like to have an average sized dog, and I would like to have this dog when it's still young, so that I can be able to train it, because they say you can't train an old dog new tricks. So my dog would be a puppy, and then I train it, and then I'll be able to handle it. So that's about pets. My favorite would be a dog. What about we have done food, we have done if anyone wants to tell us their favorite pet or favorite food, you are always welcome to tell us. And Grand is saying, that sounds lovely, Mary. Yeah, dogs, an average one. And I would have it as a pet, as a puppy. Then I would train it, you know. And what training would I give it? I would train it just to lie in its couch, you know, just when it goes to bed. I would train. Well, some dogs, they don't like to lie in their couch, in their sleeping beds. They like to lie like on the sofa, you know. Some dogs. But if I had one, I would just train it when it's a little one, so that I'll make it a comfortable bed, you know, bedding, and it will just lie in its couch. And I would also train it when it comes to like meal times. I would train it to eat from the thing, from its I don't know, is it called a dog plate? I don't know. Well, some dogs are funny. Although the dogs can do whatever they want, it's okay. It's as acceptable, because some dogs, they like to take the food from the plate and then they eat from the floor. It's really funny. I think that's the other reason I like dogs, because dogs have freedom. Yeah, they do what they want. They have freedom, which is okay. If the dog refuses my training or my teaching, I will just let the dog be. I will let it do whatever it likes to do if it refuses the training. So the other thing I like about dogs is that when you are like taking them for a walk, like dog walking them, some dogs I've seen when I go out, walking, I've seen some dogs, even without leash, they will follow their master, which is really beautiful. I like that. The dog will just follow their master. They don't even go astray. Or even if the dog is not on leash and you are, I'm passing, they are passing by me, the dog will not even take a look at me. The dog will just follow the master, So I like that. So with pets, I would say I love the dog. What about, we've done food. What about, we are now going to what is your favorite holiday, like destination? Which country would you like to visit? And then you when you visit that country, you hope to have a beautiful time there. What's your favorite holiday destination in terms of a country? In terms of a country. Mine, I think I would love to go to France. Yeah, I like to go. I've never been to France, but there are lots of like ancient buildings there in France. So I would like to go and see those ancient buildings. So either France or Italy. So I would love to go there. So when it comes to a country, like going on holiday, I think I would prefer either France or Italy, because I've heard that there are famous ancient buildings there. Okay, we go on. About, I've done holiday, a country you would rather visit for on holiday. So I said either France or Italy. What about, we've done holiday. What about favorites? People always ask about, oh, what's your favorite car? If we had money, which car would we buy? This sentence implies that maybe I don't have money, but I just have a dream. We call it a dream. Which is your dream car? Mine is a dream car. Which is your dream car? For me, my dream car would be what? This car, what do they call it? Yeah, I remember the name. The dream car maybe is a Bentley. So that's my dream car. What's your dream car? So it's just, I'm just doing this just to have a laugh and just to enjoy the days of our lives and just to have fun. So it is nice always to just talk about our dreams. So all this which I was saying, it's all about dreams. Dreaming to own a dog. I dream to maybe to go fishing and catch a trout and smoke the trout. That's a dream, because I know, where will I go and catch a trout? Or I dream to go and catch a salmon while it is swimming in the river. That's a dream again. I know I won't be able to go to a river and catch the salmon and do fishing there. Another dream. I dream I'm driving a Bentley. I know it's just a dream. There's no way I can get money to buy a Bentley. What else is a dream? Yeah, I've talked about it. So all these dream, they are dream cars, dream pets, dream everything, which is a wonderful thing, to have some imagination. We call it imagination, you know. We imagine having this, or we imagine like going on a, what else do I imagine? Sometimes I imagine going on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise, but I know that I don't think I'll ever go on a cruise. So it's also an imagination. Just imagining, going on a cruise. Even my dream of going to, maybe it's just a dream, to go and see the ancient buildings in France. It's just maybe a dream. So, but it's always nice to air our dreams. It's always nice. Imagination is beautiful. Imagining, positive things. It's really beautiful. So it's another beautiful day, and we are happy to be, to be together at the moment. And how many people do we have? Wow, we have 8 likes today. Oh my God, 8 likes. That's really awesome. And we have 3 people in the house still watching and still having this good time together with Mary Z Easy Recipes, which is beautiful. So let's just talk about, we want to talk about some, sometimes we have like food which we eat, or we have food around us. We have food around us. And sometimes food comes in groups. For example, when we talk about beverages, we have lots of varieties of beverages. We can think of tea, we can think of coffee, we can think of cocoa, we can think of like herbal teas and so on. But my main point is that in most foods we have around us, we have among these foods, or among a group, sometimes we have some food which is very strong, or concentrated, and we have another food which is just mild. For example, if you take, for example, tea and coffee, and you make you make 2 cups, 1 coffee and 1 tea. You find out that usually coffee has a rather stronger aroma and stronger like flavor as compared to tea. So one is milder than the other. Even there are lots of examples we can come across, we can come out with. Yeah, the main point is to compare foods according to their tastes, like comparing according to whether the food is very strong or mild. We can say usually tea is milder than coffee. Tea is milder than coffee. Coffee has that pungent taste, which is, some say it's because of the caffeine in there. I don't really know. And that's why coffee, tastes like it's a bit stronger in flavor as compared to tea. Even if we look at other plants, for example, if you look at the group which is called the peppers, the peppers, the chili peppers, I've heard that there is even a competition among farmers worldwide to try and produce the most bitter chili pepper. So that obviously that means there are mild chili peppers, and there are others which are really strong. So it's just an observation which we can do when it comes to food, that we can always compare food which is in the same group in terms of being strong and mild. So we can say this pepper, this chili pepper, is milder than this one. That means the other one will be so strong that you cannot even like keep it on your tongue. It's like it will burn your tongue. So I have heard that there is a pepper out there. I forgot the country, which was cultivated, and this pepper is called pepper X. It is the chili pepper which is the harshest of them all. It's called pepper X, you know. So that means with peppers, you can grow mild peppers and ones which are very strong. So they are mild peppers and they are very strong peppers, chili peppers. Even if you look at like roots, the roots which will grow, we have carrot, we have beetroot, we have ginger, you know. But if you compare them among the three which I've just mentioned, carrot, beetroot, ginger, you would come up with the strongest one among them. So in this group, it means ginger is the strongest. So we can say maybe carrot is milder than ginger. You know, carrot is milder than ginger. Even with the juices we make or we buy, with the juices we make or we buy, we can always see that some juices are milder than the others. For I remember this juice, it's called ginger beer, if you know it. Ginger beer or ginger, yeah, it's called ginger beer. This juice, it's type of a fizzy drink. If you have ginger beer and you have Coca-Cola, you'll see that ginger beer is a bit, is a bit stronger than Coca-Cola or than Fanta or than the other fizzy drinks. So we can say Coca-Cola is milder than ginger beer or ginger ale, because ginger ale or ginger beer have the ginger, flavors in the juice. So we can always compare juices as well. We can compare juices. So I have China Z is giving us loads of hugs and loads of likes. So people in the chat, you can always, check on each other. You can always connect to each other. This is all we are looking for, We want people to grow and have big audiences and have huge platforms, I always say, if others can do that, why can't we do that as well, So that's such is life. We should always emulate the ones who are above us, and also try to work as hard as we can. Work hard. You never know, maybe one day we'll also be up there, So this is all about what we can do in this time we have, We should try to keep on working hard and supporting each other, They say that No man is an island. We are always in a group. We always have teams. We always have families. We always are part of, like we are part of a country, citizens. We are part of the globe. We are part of, the planet. So we are always with other people, and we should always support one another, no matter what. We should always support one another. That's how we can grow, especially on the platform. We should always support one another and connect to one another, and then we grow, and then life becomes good for us, and the planet becomes a beautiful place for us. So it's just like it's a Friday evening. We need just to chat, and we need just to to support one another, to embrace what we have in our midst, and just to be happy, and just to be happy. So I was just talking about comparing food items. Some are strong, some are mild. Even if we look at like the herbs, if you look at herbs, we have herbs which are really strong. Herbs like, for example, herbs like cloves. They taste to be they taste is, their strength is really on a higher level. If you take a, a herb like rosemary, it's not that pungent. So rosemary and cloves. So we can say rosemary is on a milder side as compared to cloves. Even if you take oregano, the oregano tea is on a milder side compared to cinnamon tea. So various food types have various strength. Various food types have various strength. Even if you take like ginger tea compared to basil tea. Basil is like on the weaker side. I'm talking about the flavor and the taste. Basil will taste like on the weaker side as compared to ginger. So basil is milder than ginger when we make teas out of them. What else can we compare? We've talked about chilies. We've talked about the herbs. We've talked about beverages, juices. Yeah, even if you compare like citrus fruits, we have like an orange and a grapefruit. So between these two, we always say that the orange is milder than the grapefruit, because the grapefruit is the citric acid in grapefruit is stronger. You see, so grapefruits are they have more citric acid as compared to oranges. I'm not really sure, because this taste of grapefruit is really on the higher side. Even if you compare a grapefruit and a lime, lime is sort of mild as compared to the grapefruit. So although they fall in the same family of citrus fruits, but the the grapefruit will present itself with a stronger taste, or a stronger, the acidic level in the grapefruit, maybe it's more than the orange. So these are foods in the same family, but presenting themselves with different strength, different, I mean, Some are stronger in flavor and some are just a little bit weak in flavor. Chana Z is giving us some hugs and likes. So thank you so much, Chana Z. And who else is in the chat? Let me see. So just connect to each other, and you are free to chat to each other. You are free to chat to each other, free to connect to each other as well. But on the whole, it is really a good time we are having, and we are just, like chatting the night away. We are just having a great time, talking about food. I think I'm really possessed with food. The way I like food, I don't know. The topic really amuses me when it comes to if someone asks me which topic, like someone asks me at random, what do you think you can talk about? I think I'll talk about food, if someone asks me at random. Oh, we need someone. We need a topic. Everyone, imagine it's a room. We are in like a classroom, and then the teacher says, "Oh, you students, I want you to come up with a topic. I'll give you like 2 minutes to prepare." Then, which topic will I talk about? Mm, Obviously, I'll jump on to food because I'm like a fanatic of food. I won't fail to find something to talk about when the teacher asks me to say something in maybe like 2 minutes. I'll talk about food because food is just that topic which is wide. And if you are given like just maybe 2 minutes to prepare or talk about food, what will I talk about? There's a lot which I can talk about when it comes to food. The subheadings. Maybe I can start talking about, let me think what I can talk about. If it's just like a random thing, I'll, let me just give some examples of things I might talk about. If my broad topic is food, firstly, I'll talk about the importance of food. Why do we need food? That can be one of the subheadings, or I would choose that as the topic. Why food is important to us. Then, if I don't want to talk about why food is important to us, I can talk about plant sources. Food we get from plants. Like which are the plants which give us food. So that also is a wide area. So 2 minutes won't be enough to talk about plant sources. What will I talk about? I might talk about the cereals, the fruit trees, what else? Cereals, fruit trees, the various groups like squashes, like root vegetables, bulb vegetables, even flower food from flowers. So there's a lot to talk about. When you have this broad term of food. Or also, I might choose to talk about the first group. I said nutrients, the value of food to the body, which are nutrients. The second one, which I might talk about, is food from plants. Plants as a source of food. Then the third category, which I might talk about, is animals as a source of food. And the other one, which I might talk about, is I might talk about staple foods from other countries. Or I might talk about what else? I might talk about I said nutrients, plant plants which provide us with food, animals which provide us with food, and then I might talk about staple foods from other countries, and I might talk about food production. And food production is also a massive topic, you know. So there's always something to talk about when it comes to food. There's always something to talk about. What else can I talk about in terms of food? I said nutrients, plants a source of food, animals a source of food, staple foods, food production. I can also talk about food in the form of juices, and I can talk about yeah, no, that field is too huge. I can never exhaust it. So there's always something to talk about when it comes to food. Or you can talk about cultivation of food, you know. You can talk about imports and exports when it comes to food. In that country, which food do you export? Do you also import, you know, imports and exports is when it comes to food? You can also try to say, oh, let me talk about exotic food, fruits. So all that is things we can talk about when it comes to food. So there's always something to talk about when it comes to food. So today we are going to be talking about a special vegetable. This vegetable is grown like all over the world. People grow this vegetable, and this vegetable belongs to a certain family. This vegetable is known to take like a period of, like, you can cultivate it within a period of like 2 years. You know, you can cultivate it in as much as long as like 2 years. You know, this vegetable belongs to a family. Let me get some more water. Oh, let me get some water. I'm coming. Just a second. Get some water. It'll be a second. So we are going to be looking at this vegetable. It is a vegetable which most people like. Most people love this vegetable. And I'm feeling a bit tasty. And most people love this vegetable. It is a vegetable which belongs to a family. It is a vegetable which belongs to a family called the ALLIUM family. ALLIUM family. I don't know if people are familiar with this family. It's called the ALLIUM family. It's like everything here on earth is like most things, most living creatures or even plants have families. Imagine, plants have families, animals have families, and what about us human beings? We have our families, you know. So imagine this vegetable has a family, It has a family, and the family is called ALLIUM. I don't know, have you ever heard of that family? Anyone who knows this family called the ALLIUM? The ALLIUM family? Just like the citrus family. Citrus family I always take the citrus family as a good example because the fruits are easy to mention. So the citrus family has, when you hear citrus, to my when I hear the word citrus, what goes into my mind is the orange. Citrus, orange. Citrus, lemon. Citrus, tangerine. Citrus, grapefruit. Citrus, that big one, what is it called? I forgot the big one. The grapefruit, I think I've mentioned that one as well. So when we hear the citrus, we think of those fruits. And when we hear about berries, we think of the blackberries, the strawberries, the blueberries, and what else? I forgot the other berry. Yeah. So these are families of of um, of plants. Even we also have heard about the cactus family, you know, like the dragon fruit and the other types of cake. There are lots of varieties of cactus plants. So that's another family as well. And even the tomato family, it has lots of varieties. It has lots of they're like the beefsteak tomato, the plum tomato, the cherry tomato, and the other varieties which I cannot recall. So these are all families. These are all families. So we are going back to our family, the ALLIUM family. The ALLIUM family. So which crops or which plants belong to the ALLIUM family? The ALLIUM family is these crops. It has the onion, it has the garlic, it has the shallots, it has the chives. So that's the ALLIUM family. So the one which we are going to talk about is also in this family. Let's look at the these ones which I've just mentioned before we go to the one in question. So these family members, when we look at the onion, the onion has some enzymes which make it have that taste, and which make us, like, when we are chopping the onion, our eyes tear, because of that enzyme. So the onion is that enzyme which make our eyes to tear, and it is that enzyme which brings the flavor from the onion. It's that enzyme which brings the taste of the onion. It's that flavor which we all like, those who like onion, which we like to cook our food with. So that special enzyme is found in all the members of the ALLIUM family. Whether you have a red onion or a white onion or the shallots, they have that sort of enzyme. Oh, we have people in the house. We have people joining in. We have Millie Diaz, 1, 2. Hello, Millie. Hello, Millie Diaz, 1, 2. How are you doing? Millie Diaz says, how are you? I'm fine, thank you, Millie Diaz. Lovely to have you on a Friday like this. And Milidius want to says she likes. Oh, that's what we are looking for. Thank you ever so much for being a guest in this beautiful house of mine, which is, which is really a beautiful, awesome, magnificent. What else can I say? and welcoming house. Thank you ever so much for your attendance. Millie Diaz, 1, 2. Millie Diaz said, good, she's on and nice. Oh, we have Fabulous Nuts, ASMR. Hello, Fabulous. How are you? Lovely to see you here on this beautiful Friday. The Friday with so much love. How are you doing, Fabulous? Fabulous is saying, here with you, sis. Oh, thank you so much. I am really appreciative of your visits. So, Fabulous, we're just talking about food. I don't know. I think I'm really obsessed with food. It's each time I come on here, it's only about food. You know, imagine that. So we are happy. We can share any ideas, any ideas and anything. So the other thing is you can always join or connect with other people in the house, which will be a wonderful thing, because I always say this platform, it is all there. It is there for us to support one another, and which is really a good thing. So feel welcome in the house and feel free, and you are welcome. So I was just talking about a family called the ALLIUM family. It's just like, when you have the citrus family, when you have, like, if they are vegetables, you have the, that family, which cabbages, what else? Kale, and so on, which all those belong to. It's another family. And that family, there's also another family where the chilies belong to. And we have some chilies which are so hot that maybe a person like me, I cannot like try them. And there are some chili peppers, which are like mild, So those are families in the food family, in the food group. So this allium family, we are saying onion has these enzymes which make us like the onion. And we also have garlic, has its own enzymes which make us like the garlic, And the shallots, if you chop the shallots and you chop the white or the large bulb onion, obviously there's some slight difference in those two. They are never the same, because each one has its own composition of enzymes and minerals. But otherwise, they belong to the same family. And we have chives. Chives are so funny. Those chives, I find them so funny, because it's like those little thin like leaves, and when you use them for cooking, you'll be amazed with the flavor as well. But you wouldn't imagine that those little plants can bring out that flavor. So the allium family also has another special member. The allium family is a special member, and this special member is called the leek. So that means they are a bit, they're a bit more in that group. There's also another one called the sweet onion. I've never tasted it, but there is one also called the sweet onion. So today our focus is on the leek. So leek is part of the ALLIUM family. So we can have them as, we can list them as the leek, the onion, the garlic, the chives, the shallots, and the sweet onion. So about 6 of them in that family. The family is called ALLIUM family. So why did I think about the leek today? I don't know why I thought about the leek today. The thing is, I visited my sister today, and she had just come from shopping, and oh, she said, oh, she was saying to me, oh, I wish we had gone together, because there were some, sometimes at the supermarket they reduce some prices of items, they reduce, maybe sometimes you find some vegetables which have been reduced, the perishables. They don't they know, they rarely reduce prices of the non-perishables, but when it comes to perishables, you find them reducing the prices just slightly. Sometimes an item, maybe like a cabbage, might be the normal price might maybe £2, then they might reduce with maybe 20p, and then you find, oh, they've reduced £1.80, then just because it has been reduced, I don't know what's wrong with our mentality. We just start buying those things which are on reduction, but the margin will just be little, but it's just a human nature. We buy. So my sister, that's what she did. She went into the supermarket and she found that the leeks were reduced. They normally, the leeks are sold at about £2, and yeah, £2 something, and the leeks were reduced to about £1.20. Just hold on. I don't know who's looking. Just hold on. Someone is. Oh, let me tell people I was on a live. Hello. Oh, I've just got some visitors, so I will carry on later. I'll carry on later. Thank you. I'll carry on later. I'll start again the live later. Thanks, everybody. Sorry for that.